Dear learners, welcome to NIOS video series. The subject is Home Science, lesson number 13. The title of the lesson is, as you can see from the picture, Income Management. It can be monthly income, yearly income or different kind of incomes. We will discuss about that. Before beginning the chapter, let's discuss difficult words in Indian Sign Language. Requirements. A thing that is needed or wanted. Something that is needed. That's called requirements. Decide. To come and bring to a resolution in the mind for consideration as a result. Satisfy. Meeting the expectations, needs or desires. Feeling satisfied. Pocket. As you can see in the picture, it's either on the shirt or on your pant or jeans, etc., where you keep the money. A small bag that is sewn on the cloth. Stretch. To straighten or extend a body part in its full length, typically to tighten one's muscles. Solution. It means of solving a problem or dealing with a difficult situation. Guideline. It means a general rule. As you can see from the picture, the lady might be the guide and she is explaining the guidelines for the travel. The rules and regulations that you have to follow. There can be animals in the jungle, etc. So she is telling the rules and giving pieces of advice. Process. A series of actions taken to achieve a particular end. Different ways and methods that are followed. Expenditure. The action of spending funds, be it for food, clothing, housing, etc. That's called expenditure. Characteristics. That is the sign for characteristics. For example, characteristics of a person, woman, how many family member, what's her height, what's her birth date, where is she from. So different information about that particular woman. Garments, an item of clothing, different kinds. It could be a gown, a sari, coat, tie, for all ages and all genders. Goods. It's not the quality good. Goods means things. Goods can be anything. Shampoo, soap, laptop, bag, car, all these are called goods. Services. That's the sign for service. For example, we hire people for different kind of works that need to be done. We will know more about it in the later chapter. Survive. It means to live. Something that's alive. As you can see in the picture, the man is surviving even after being in water. Deficiencies. The quality or state of being defective or lacking something necessary quality element. For example, vitamin A, vitamin B, calcium, etc. sometimes gets missing in the body. So these are things called deficiencies. So we have to take supplements to tackle with these deficiencies. So this is called deficiency, the lack of a particular substance. Wall hanging. As you can see in the picture, a large decorative piece. Well tailored. It means a garment which has been stitched very perfectly. As you can see in the picture, 3 people have worn very well tailored and very well stitched garments. So that's called well tailored, well stitched. Baking cake. A whole process by which the cake is made is called baking. Tuition, teaching or instruction especially of individual or pupils in small groups. After school classes can be tuitions. Doing homework etc. together in the tuitions. Stitching, a row of stitches sewn on the cloth. Sometimes the cloth gets bad, so we have to stitch it again. Deposited, it means to deposit or to set money, like our salaries get deposited in our banks. Electrical, concerned with electricity, something that produces electricity. Transportation, the movement of persons via with different vehicles, as you can see in the picture, that's called transportation. Loan, that's the sign. For example, we borrow money from the bank. If we have to buy a house or there's a marriage in the house and we need some money, we take some money from the bank and after we've earned it back, we give it back to the bank. So loan is a borrowed sum of amount and which is paid back. Enough, as much as required. Planning, the process of making plans for something. Prepare, to make something ready for consideration. Method, different ways of solving a problem or doing some work. Concept, understanding the abstract of the situation or the story. Suggest, to give an idea. To produce different ideas on the table is called giving suggestions. Member, that's the sign, to be a part of something, be it friends, different organizations, etc. have members. Various, means of different kinds. Need, something that is absolutely necessary for living. We'll know more about it in this chapter. Skill, some quality that a person has, be it stitching or technician, IT, etc. Now let's begin with part 1. Let me start with a story. There is a girl, her name is Meena. Meena has some spending to do. Her family gives her pocket money. She has some requirements that she has to buy like food, etc. And she also at the same time has been craving for ice cream. She really wants to have ice cream, but she has to manage the money that her family has given her. She cannot spend the whole money on just ice cream. So what would she do? We all experience the similar thing in our life. Sometimes we also need some money for something we enjoy and we are not able to buy it because of poor money management or lack of money. We have certain things which we will explain to you on how to utilize money. Family income. What is family income, be it monthly or yearly? Family income comprises of money, goods and services that are available to the family to fulfill needs and desires. We'll know more about it. How do we get money? Either from our job or from the business that we are doing. It could be a monthly salary or a daily work. The place of our house that we have given on rent. So getting paid from the rent. Some investment that we have made in the bank and the interest we are getting in the form of money. Or an extra business that we are doing in the evening, for example, making pickles and selling them, or jams and different kind of items and earning money out of it. So these are some sources of money. Goods and services. Let me explain what that is. The house that you stay in, maybe your employer has given you a house to stay, a free house, or the transport has been provided to you to go to work and from house. For example, sometimes people get a car from their office. Having your own kitchen garden wherein you can naturally grow your own fruits and vegetables, that can be utilized, that's a service. Utilizing your energy to do the household chores, for example, if you can stitch the clothes yourself, you can do that. You can make things of your own rather than buying from someone else. So that is also a tactic to save money and also provide better service. Needs. Needs is something that is absolutely necessary to be fulfilled, that we need for everyday basis. First is food. We need food to make us feel good. We have to feed our family, etc. So food is absolutely necessary. Second thing is clothing. We all need clothes, garments, different kinds of garments to provide ourselves comfort and to protect ourselves. Third is traveling as well. We have to go to school, etc. So we need different modes of transportation. So transportation is also very important, be it bus, auto, etc. So transportation, which is easily possible. And most important of all, shelter, where everyone sleeps, takes a bath, goes to the washroom and does every possible thing that we have to do in a house. If you know of different needs that you have, make a list of them. Desires. Now that we have understood needs are absolutely important, desires are something that we want for entertainment and for our enjoyment. The first necessity that we have is to have a shelter, is to have a house. And then comes a designed or a beautiful house or something that we want to desire for, new clothes. These are more of wants that we have. Expenditure. Expenditure is the money that is spent on buying different goods, services that are required for the family. For example, paying for school's fees, buying food for the family, paying for electricity, paying for water bills, different services is called expenditure. Goods. Goods, food items, soaps, etc. for the house, iron, washing machine, electricity, different things that are needed in the house, car, wall hangings, all these things which are absolutely necessary in the house are called the goods that we need. Services. Services are utilities that we need. For example, we have to visit a family member. How would we discuss with them? How would we talk to them? We can use a mobile to have a video call or a chat. So that is a service that we are using. Or we have some dust or some garbage accumulated at the house. A person comes and takes away our garbage. It's a service. We get our mobiles repaired, our networks repaired. That's a service that we get. Anything, any work that we are getting it done or are doing ourselves is called a service. Guidelines for preparing an expenditure plan. We have to be quite well aware of what our family expenditures have to be. For example, paying for children's fees, buying for food, etc. So planning really helps in doing that saving. Once we have done the plans and all our expenditures have been done and we are left with some money, then we can go for our desires. For example, we can buy branded clothes, watches, or even go for ice cream. But first, it's important that we fulfill our needs and then come to the desires. Once your desires are also met, it's very, very important, most important, to save money for our future needs. We'll know more about it in the coming chapter. Thank you.